Welcome to the second episode of the Other Guys Podcasts with your hosts, Special K.
Dimes.
What's my name again?
Moves. Mr. Moves or just Moves. So we're gonna talk about we're gonna address some of the feedback we've gotten from the first episode. One of them was Dimes. A lot of the listeners had issues with you saying that you would like to disappear at least once a day. Or no, sorry, you would like to disappear for an entire day if you were in a relationship.
I'd say there was some feedback that had maybe issues with it.
Okay, I don't know if it's an issue, and it's not really meant to disappear. It's more of unplugging from the world. And I think it got twisted into, like, it can relate to relationships, sure, like taking a break from your girlfriend, but it was more of like, you know, just unplugging from the world, taking a day to yourself. I don't see an issue with that.
So
we talked about it, and we get it, you know, just to, like, turn the phone off.
Yeah, like no emails, no texts, you know, like no push notifications at you, like every hour or whatever, just to unplug.
Yeah. So, like, okay, so, like, if you could tell, like, if there was, like, 5 girls that heard the first, you know, heard our last discussion about it and wanted to ask you, be like, the fuck are you talking about, man? Like, if I'm dating you, you're gonna respond to me, or I'm gonna get pissed.
Yeah,
Like, what do you want to say to them? What do you want to say to the people that maybe don't understand what you're about or what that's about?
I think they just need to chill out. You know what I mean?
Does that mean, like, maybe they shouldn't be with you?
Yeah, because I'm talking about if I do unplug, like, you know, turn off my phone, airplane mode, whatever.
Yeah.
It's like once in a blue moon. I don't know are they thinking every week or something? It's like a once in a blue moon thing, maybe every couple months or something. You know what I mean?
So to clarify for the listeners and the ladies that Dimes will eventually date, he will require maybe once, twice a year, or a set amount of time to just disappear.
Know.
Yeah, it's just,
Yeah. Okay.
I'm having a tough work
Right.
week,
Okay.
you know, I don't know what's going to happen.
That's right.
But just to, like, take a break, basically. I don't see why that's an issue with anyone,
Now,
to be
what
honest.
would you say to one of these, these people that would say, well, if you had a rough week or a rough, day, that they would like to see you because they could help make it better or take care of you or maybe make you something to eat. You're not cool with that. You're just like, I just want to fucking, just fuck
It
off.
depends how I'm feeling. Like, okay, that's a valid point.
Like, I'm not saying that's what you're going to say.
Yeah.
But, you just want, I get it. You just want to be alone and lie in a dark room and watch Netflix or play video games.
Yeah, maybe I want to go camping.
Well,
who knows?
If it's by yourself, then that's very weird.
Okay, not by myself, but...
And if it's with other people, they're not going to be cool with that.
Yeah.
But,
All right. So that was one of the feedbacks that we got. Anything else that people commented in terms of how that first podcast went?
I think there was some things. I know that the online dating stuff came up, but I think we could we'll touch on that.
Yeah.
Like in another another podcast. Because
Yeah.
that's like a main topic.
Yeah.
And we kind of went into it, and then we dipped out.
Oh yeah. Oh, some people were talking about the names, because we were talking about our names. Like, why don't we just use our real names? So just to clarify, why are we using aliases as a proof to our real names?
To protect our identity?
Against what?
Well, I mean, I could do my normal name, but I got a personal life now in a way that
Yeah, we all do.
there's
That's
things
true.
and stories that people don't need to know necessarily out there.
Yeah, I agree 100%. Like, I have a personal life as well.
Yeah. So just
Like, I'm willing to talk about it, but it's also it's a character, like It's just a fucking name.
Right.
Yeah.
It's just
Okay.
fucking names.
Yeah.
So it's just
people just want to know my origin
yeah.
for my name. Well, I'll tell it. I'll tell why it's moves. It's just because back in the day, a bartender that I knew and was good friends with, and you know, I was talking to a lot of people back then, and so he just was like, you know, your moves. You know, you're always making moves. You're not sitting still too much. Like it's always you're trading, or you know, not trading, but like it was like I'd see him, and I'm dating somebody else, or I'm up to something else, and I was making moves.
I thought it would had some other relation, you know, some other. And dimes. Why dimes?
I've been given this name because apparently I like dimes, girls that are dimes.
Tens, as
Yeah.
you put it.
10,
Okay.
dime, 10, yeah.
Fair enough.
I think some people might have just thought you like smoking low amounts.
Oh.
Wait, but now,
okay.
but now it's clarified.
Okay. I never even thought about that. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
No, it's 10. It's supposed to represent pretty girls.
Okay, 10s out of 10s.
Yeah.
Right? And I'm just Special K because the first letter of my real name does begin with a K, but I'm not ready to reveal my real name yet, only because I want to see where these podcasts go. I mean, obviously, if it picks up...
I thought it also was drugs.
No.
Yeah.
No, it's not it's not Special K related.
I didn't even know Special K was a drug. I thought it was a cereal.
That's a lie.
I know. I literally thought it was the cereal. Special K. I thought it was a...
I mean, well, there's nobody sitting around the fucking table called Molly, but you know, I guess you can do that.
Fair enough. Okay, so this is the second episode of the Other Guys podcast, and today's topic, it's a hot topic, is monkey branch theory. So for those that don't know what monkey branch theory is, it's for guys and girls, but when you're in a relationship and you're in one and you kind of already start, you know, getting your hand onto the next relationship before the other one's done, that's monkey branching. Dimes, moves, you want to elaborate on that theory?
Go ahead.
Yeah, I also thought like it doesn't necessarily have to be in a relationship. Like you can end it and then the next week you're in another one, or the next 2 weeks you're in another one, not while you're already in one.
Let's look at the actual monkey branch. So a monkey travels by holding on to one branch and then going on to the next one. So there's a physical act of being held to one branch before moving to the next branch.
I get it, yeah.
In this term, we're talking a relationship is a branch, and the person making the moves is getting into another relationship, a branch. So
Why keep doing that with your hands? It's like two cops.
It's helping him.
It's helping me.
He's explaining.
It's helping me explain.
Which I guess is applicable for some people.
Listen, so so basically, it's getting from one relationship to another one in the shortest amount of time, or having it ready to go there. You know, okay. What's your thought on what's your theory of monkey branching, or what's your
like it's similar. I just thought like it could be outside of a relationship as well, just a fast turnaround point. You know what I mean?
Well, no, that would mean
that's a rebound.
That's a rebound.
Okay,
yeah,
yeah.
Because that would mean that
Like
there's
the person-
time between.
Yeah, like I think that if the person knew the person before, then that could possibly be part of it. But if it's like a fresh meet after, I see what you're saying. Like there is a component there, but I think it's just a fast rebound. Like it's just somebody that's on the rebound that's looking to get, you know, into something else for whatever reason, right? Like
That would be like a reverse monkey branch, because the person already moved on to the next branch, but decided, nope, I'm coming back. So that's a reverse monkey branch.
Mm-hmm.
Rebound would be the reverse monkey branching. But the definition of a monkey branch is going from one relationship to the next one without any breaks in between, which tends to happen.
Yeah, it happens. It definitely happens.
It definitely happens.
Yeah.
You know?
Wait, what did you just say about rebound?
No, a rebound is when you the monkey brancher decides to swing backwards.
No, because they're not coming back to you.
No. The definition of a rebound is going off to somebody else and then coming back to you. A rebound isn't.
They don't come back.
What do you mean they don't come back?
Like it's just
Yeah, like
No. The act of rebounding. When you rebound, just like basketball.
Now I'm confused.
Listen,
Maybe I'm using the term wrong.
I thought
think
if you have it, if you're in a
you're on the rebound, like it's a post breakup,
yeah,
or post relationship, and that first person, whether you date them or not, like which is why people say, oh, they're dating who now? Oh, well, that's just a rebound.
Yeah.
Because they're getting back in, like it's their first after that relationship, and it's a rebound situation. I've never taken it like it has anything to do with the person previous that they dated. I thought it was just if they come out of a relationship, it's it's a rebound thing, right?
That's what I thought too.
Huh.
I mean, I'm not gonna Google it, but
okay.
Anyways, we're talking about monkey branching.
Yeah. No. So the act of basically the monkey branch is between relationships without any space between.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, you line up your next one,
or in the relationship and already kind of one foot out the door and one arm reaching for the next one.
But how does that? You know how I think that happens though? I think seeds are planted.
Oh, 100%,
seeds are planted, man. You know what I mean? Like numbers are in the phone. Maybe hi bye here and there.
Messages in the DMs.
I don't know. Maybe. I think, yeah.
Well, how else do you monkey branch without talking to the person?
Let's say
while you're in a relationship.
Well, let's say let's say you were in a relationship, right? And then Special K here has a get together, and then you come out, and then all of a sudden it's maybe a friend of a friend. There's this new girl that you've never met before, and then all of a sudden you talk to her all night. And you're not exchanging numbers, but it's just like, okay, cool. Like you're cool. Like you guys are getting along great. And then all of a sudden at social, gatherings, you're starting to see this person and you're starting to, be like kind of interested in this one. And you start being like, maybe this is better. Maybe this is, you can start to develop that. Right. And then like, I see what you're saying,
but that's unintentional. There's also intentional monkey branching.
Yeah, I think. Okay, so the difference between intentional. Intentional monkey branching is when you're in the relationship and it's not going anywhere, so you intentionally set up the next one before it's done.
Yeah.
Unintentional is where you're in a relationship, all of a sudden something comes up. And,
sometimes people they're looking for the next best thing all the time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But I don't necessarily think that's how you achieve happiness. Sometimes you just
But do we believe that, or like, what are your guys' thoughts? Like, do you think that who does it more, guys or girls? Who's doing it more? Are guys the ones monkey branching, or are they just doing their thing, or are girls doing it? Because I know what I think, and it's fucking women, man.
It's the chicks, from my experience as well. Yeah.
I want to say, statistically speaking, it's here's my I'm not a psychologist.
I don't think there are stats on this.
No. There would be, but no. Here's my thing. A person who monkey branches is an insecure person, right? Because they're not secure. They're not secure enough to think that, oh, you know what? If I break up and have to do the single thing for a while, I'm not strong enough, so I'm gonna jump into that next one because it's a safer thing. So people who monkey branch
I agree.
are insecure.
I agree. I think sometimes instead of like monkey branching, like you say, people should take the time to work on themselves, develop themselves instead of just jumping into the next thing because, like you said, they're insecure.
So that being said, I mean, if it's between the two genders, male and men are insecure too, but I think there's also a big percentage of women that are insecure that do that, right? So yeah, if I had to back up, I don't know. I would have to say the women tend to do more of the monkey branch, but that doesn't say that guys do it, because I actually know guys who've done it. I know guys.
Yeah, we've
done it.
Both sexes do it. Like, there's no
Yeah.
question about
No,
it. It's
I'm not
just
saying-
yeah,
I'm not disputing guys aren't doing it. I
Yeah.
think a lot of guys are doing it. I'm sure
Yeah.
somewhere right now there's a guy trying to do it. But
Yeah.
I think that women, girls, they're doing it more, and they're doing it more actively. And like, I think they can be in a relationship, in a decent relationship, and possibly be happy, and even still do it.
But why do you think that is? Why do you think they do that?
Fuck, I don't know, man. It'd be a fucking psychiatrist if I knew that. And even then, I don't think they know.
Well,
It's a good question, and I'm putting it out there because, like, you know, there's girls that have listened to this. I know, and have they done it? I think so. And why is that? I have experience with it.
uh-huh.
I've been monkey branched.
So have I. I've been monkey
And,
branched.
You know, it's a bitch. Because you
yeah.
don't know where you're at, right? Like, everything's cool, and then it's not cool. And it's like, okay, blindsided. But you get over it. It is what it is. But that person, I agree, I'm not necessarily thinking it's what did you say? Insecure?
Yeah.
Was that
Yeah.
what you said?
Yeah.
I'm going to use the word immature,
Okay.
because that is what I align it with, where, like, I've witnessed a monkey branch where somebody dated somebody, right, for, I don't know, a while.
Mhm.
Not crazy, like 8 months, 10 months, or whatever it was. And this person, and, you know, I heard about it, and I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
So this person just kind of, you know, hot and heavy, all of a sudden, getting busy, very busy now, and then hard to hook up, and then all of a sudden is just hanging out with some other guy, and it's like, you know, what, whoa, that's kind of crazy, right? And then this person is trying to get clarification, like, this guy still thinks he's in a relationship, and confronts his girlfriend, and she's like, I thought you would get the point. I'm
Yeah.
dating somebody else. And they never even had a talk about it's over or anything. Like, she just straight
Yeah.
up fucking started not talking to the guy or saying I'm busy. And like, is that cool?
No. And you know what? Side point?
Immature,
Yeah,
right?
immature. Side point to that. I know chicks personally who would do a reverse monkey branch. Like, they would monkey branch to another guy, and then I guess it didn't work out or whatever, and then reverse monkey branch to their old guy, and then play the victim. That would drive me. Does that make sense?
It does. I mean, yeah. I mean, who hasn't dated a girl that you break up with, or they break up with you, and then they date
Yeah.
somebody else for a little while, or they're just saying they're single, and you know they're out there doing
Yeah.
whatever, having fun, and probably, you know, banging or blowing or something, and then all of a sudden you get that fucking drunk text or that drunk call or that crazy, you know, fucking knock at the door at 3 a.m. when you fucking got to get up early and you got to fucking throw them on their ass out on the curb. But you know, it's absolutely, or you invite them in because you got nothing better to do. You're like, all right, you know,
Yeah.
like, sure, because it's easier for the girl to move on, I think, right? Like, for the most part. So, like, yeah. But you're absolutely correct. I agree with you there. A lot of people have experienced, a lot of guys, and probably a lot of girls have experienced the other party moving on or trying to move on, and then all of a sudden they come back.
Yeah.
And, you know, people like to say, like, I don't know. I agree. What do you think? They're
I just think
special.
this kind of ties into the whole Tinder and today's society. It's easier to monkey branch. Because you now have multiple girls.
So, yeah, that goes back to a girl, though. It's easier for a girl
Yeah.
on those to do it. Right?
And and you know what? It might not be just one single branch. Like, some of these girls and guys have multiple branches, and we're talking like a lot of branches.
Well, I don't want to talk about the means of how they're achieving it. I
Yeah.
don't want to go back into
Yeah.
the social media or online dating today.
Yeah,
Because we'll cover that. Like, we need to do that as like a whole thing.
fair enough.
We covered a bit of it, but I think that I agree. They could date multiple people, right?
Yeah.
After a relationship,
just like-
or even at the end.
I think that's like a cultural mentality that people have. You know what I mean?
now.
Yeah. Like, instead of just like I guess, working on it with one person.
Well, they say if it's meant to be, it shouldn't be a lot of work.
Okay.
But hold on, okay.
But there's so many options that I think people are focused on better, better, better.
So what about this saying, though?
Well, society's made it easy for them to do that,
Yeah.
right? It's like guys.
But, okay,
Like-
but if...
Would you say guys are guys now? We could talk about this after. Like, this goes back into, like, are men? Or are guys pussies now because society's allowed them to become pussies? And, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
you go talk
That's
to the
like-
greatest generation in the world, and these are the old timers that did the wars and all that shit, and you talk to them about fucking body waxing and tanning, and they're gonna fucking punch you in the mouth.
Yeah, no, guys are definitely... Well, no, but,
Yeah.
but guys and girls, like, girls are now doing more manly stuff, too. Like, you know, they're lifting.
But
Like,
is that what it
how
is
many
now?
girls do you know are now into lifting and getting muscles and
Which is great.
No, which is great. Yeah,
Fitness, right?
fitness. But
Fitness.
they're also doing, you know, more they're doing more masculine or more, you know, stuff that guys used to do now, right? And
But does that
You know.
mean it's
Like-
it's more like liberation?
Yeah, like-
because men and women are thinking the same now, which is why you.
I think so,
Women
like-
acting like dudes.
Yeah, like
How
I'm all
dudes you
for
say?
equality and liberation and feminism and all that stuff, but when it gets start,
Oh, I don't know about that, man.
Well, okay,
feminism
equality-
is
equality.
great, you know,
Equality.
but
When you
got
abuse-
the
yeah, but when you-
crazy-
okay, yeah, exactly. When you start abusing that mentality,
Yeah.
that's when it becomes a problem, and maybe that mentality is like leaked into dating a bit. You know what I mean?
which is leading us to monkey branching.
Yeah, it's a possibility.
I think monkey branching is the precursor to cheating because at the end of the day, would you think monkey branch do you think it's okay for, let's say a person hasn't actually started hasn't done anything with that next person, but they got the number, they're sending,
They're thinking
text.
about it. They're thinking.
So do you
about
think
it.
the thinking about it part is acceptable or no?
It's not acceptable? I don't think it's acceptable, but
Because
it'll lead into that. Like that's where it's going to go. If you're thinking about it, where else is it going to go?
So do you really think that the fact that they're thinking about is already the end of the game? Like you think it's
Yeah.
just the beginning of the end?
Yeah. Yeah.
I think
Yeah?
so. I think that if somebody's thinking about doing that,
Yeah.
or if they're just thinking about it, who knows? But like, if they're actively not seeing you
Yeah.
and they're bullshitting about what they're up to, and then all of a sudden they're out having a beer, and like
Yeah.
you know, it's with somebody you've never fucking heard about, and they're like, "Oh
Yeah.
yeah, no, if I told you I know this person," it's like, okay, bullshit. You know what I mean? Like, no. And you've known this person, or you've been dating them for like a fucking year, like
Okay.
they're lying,
No,
or they're
okay.
trying to get somewhere with somebody else and just kind of keep you around just
Yeah.
in case, or maybe they want to be with you too, but
But
they're
he-
just not ready to end it.
I'm going to give you an example.
Or they're
of,
immature and they don't know how.
I'm going to give you an example of a story that I overheard or heard. There was this girl. She's dating a guy. Regular relationships. They run into issues. Fights and all that stuff. But she's admitted to having a work boyfriend. So the definition of a work boyfriend is they don't do anything, but they talk, they text. Now, do you think that is acceptable? Like, they talk in text, but they're not going anywhere. Do you think that's acceptable?
Why is she called a work? Why is it a work boyfriend?
She
though?
calls it a work boyfriend because
I get
they're at work and she's giving him the attention that the other boyfriend is not. It's a work boyfriend.
Yeah, I see how that
I think
is.
it's a stupid ass name. I'll be honest with you.
Like a work wife.
A work wife. Would you? Let's say you're dating a girl, and let's say she's just not doing for you, but this other girl's more friendly with you, right?
Yeah.
And she makes you laugh. She's great,
Yeah.
but you know that you don't want to cross the lines because you already you're in a relationship.
Well, I think you spend a lot of time with people at work, right? So like you're gonna, if it's a guy or a girl, but if it's a girl, then obviously, yeah, like, I mean, I see that. And if people are always together, like, yeah, maybe nothing's going on. Maybe there's no attraction at all, but you could still apply that theory that that's the person's work wife, or, that's her, work husband, or
Yeah,
whatever,
I guess-
work guy, boyfriend, or whatever. Like, I think it does apply, and I don't know if there's a threat there, depending on if, like, I think that there's no way of knowing, right? If it's a professional environment or they're treating it like work, but they're cool, I think that it's okay, you know, and it's good for everybody to talk to people at work or other than at home or in their relationship. But I mean, like, if it's like, oh, they're gonna go have beers after and dinner and go for movies on Saturday night and, you know, stuff like that, I think now you're starting to blur lines between dating and work, and maybe there you're getting into some kind of a problem, you know? Like, I think that would be it. I mean,
yeah. It depends which way you're going to go with it. But if it's joking around, you know, okay, cool. But when you take that next step, that's when it becomes a problem.
Yeah, but I don't know. I just think so. From let's say you were in a relationship, Dimes, and your girl starts talking to this guy.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and you see the texts, and they're friendly texts.
Yeah.
But okay, I just want to know what guy. Where is this
a coworker? He's a coworker.
Okay,
he's a coworker.
All right.
Here,
Okay. Friendly text, but as a guy, you know, like, let's say she also tells you that, oh yeah, this guy's single.
Yeah.
He's really nice, and you know deep down that because you know what guys do.
Yeah.
Obviously, we play the friend card first.
Yeah.
In that type of a setting,
Yeah.
would you condone that action on the girl's part?
Okay, now that you put it that way, probably not.
See,
Okay.
so
will you explain it to me differently? I actually have a side story. Can I?
Yeah, go for it.
Personal experience.
Yep.
I dated a chick,
Mm-hmm.
and she told me she was getting rides home from this guy, and I was like, at first, I'm like, okay, whatever. And then I started asking her more about it. Right?
Mm.
Turns out, before me, she told me after my questioning that she had sex with him.
The fuck?
Well,
Yeah.
So wait, hold on.
And
So-
I didn't know this. I did not know this. I didn't know she hooked up with a coworker. I didn't know any of this until I started asking, like, who's this guy driving you home, right? So I'm like, what? Like, are they doing it while I'm in a relationship with her? Like, you know, I didn't know. I was pissed.
So hang on. So just because I'm fucking just stunned here. So
Yeah.
this guy. So your girl. So So was she your, like, you were dating,
Just started dating, yeah.
and then so she was getting rides from work home
Yeah.
from a guy, and then you found out about it and was just like, okay, whatever, I want to know more about this guy, I guess, right? And then so did she, like, right away, like, she was honest about it and was like,
She was honest about it, and I told her straight up
you weren't cool with
I wasn't cool with it, and she stopped.
Hold on. Was this guy like the previous guy before you, or was this guy like another guy down the road?
Another guy down the road. It wasn't previous.
So it was just like she's getting
But
a ride.
Okay, but is it like a thing where she's like, yeah, last or 2 years ago I hooked up with him?
Yeah. Pretty much. Like, it wasn't recent.
Like okay,
Yeah.
whatever. And then, like, it ended, and then she dated somebody else, and then,
Yeah.
like, I
And
probably wouldn't be comfortable with it either. But at the same time, like, I
But
can't.
these
you
are the
can't,
kinds.
like,
This is
I
what I'm
can't
saying. Like,
stop
this is
it.
the kind of girls that I'm meeting. Like, they do this stuff. Like, I'm just not cool with it. You know what I mean? Like, to me, if I met a girl, she wouldn't even be getting a ride from him.
Okay.
Like a solid girl. Let's say they hooked up, whatever.
Well, that's part of the immaturity of people, right?
Yeah.
Is that if they, like, how the fuck would she like it if
That's what
she
I-
found out you bang some chick at work and then she's driving you home every day?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
I-
maybe
I-
it sounds like this chick wouldn't give a fuck.
I
But-
flipped it. No, I flipped it on her, said exactly what you said, and then that's when she stopped getting the rides.
But hold on. So I want to know. So did you continue a relationship after this?
Yeah.
How long did that go for?
Roughly 2 years.
Oh. And how? Hold on.
Why is this? Why
No,
are we
okay.
going? Why are we
No,
branching
because
into this?
there's a theory I have. Okay, so
Okay, but how? Okay,
where did this relationship end? I just want to know.
What do you mean? Where did it end?
So okay, you had an early sign of
the river with a shovel.
no, because you had it at the beginning of the relationship. You had this speed bump, if you will, this little bit of a
Yeah.
speed bump.
Well,
Yeah.
It's a pretty big speed bump. Like if I found out that you drove in a
Yeah.
car with somebody you used to bang, it's okay.
Yeah.
So how did that relationship end?
Shitty.
As in cheating?
Monkey branch.
Mu-
But you know what?
Okay, so it comes-
but
okay.
It was like a lesson learned. Like you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was a lesson
Yeah.
learned.
So there's a
giving
direct
the person the benefit of the doubt,
Yeah.
right? And then, but it made me realize it's the type of girl.
Okay,
it's the
fair
type
enough.
of girl.
But I think you've just uncovered the correlation between cheaters and monkey branchers, because she clearly was monkey branching she was monkey branching before you,
Yeah.
and it looks like she monkey branched after you.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
so the question is, are monkey branchers cheaters, or are there people that have healthy relationships,
I think
or that are
it could
healthy?
be both. Like, maybe majority of them are cheaters, but then maybe someone who monkey branch the love of their life, right? Like, you know what I mean? It could be both, but I think the majority.
No, I get it. That's true. I got monkey branched in high school, and she married the guy and had kids.
Yeah, like it could really be the one when they do it, but I think a majority of the time, like they're probably cheaters. You know what I mean?
It's just that started off weird. I mean, she was honest up front, but like I think it's like
It's a red flag. It was a red flag.
Yeah,
It
red flag.
was a red flag.
Do they know? Like, I think they do. And like girls, like when they're like, "Oh no, we're just friends," or like, you know, it's like girls meets people and like guys want to like hook up or like hang out and be like, "No, he's cool. Like we're just friends." And like I've had conversations with girls about this, and they're like, "No, the guy they're only hanging around."
Yeah,
they want
but they
more
play
friends?
dumb. Yeah, they
want
play
more
dumb.
friends? The guys want more friends. No. There's a reason that the guy is giving them time or wanting to hook up, and the girl's like, "No, we're just friends." And then every time it ends the same way. No,
But are they playing dumb? Are the girls playing dumb, or is it like no?
I think they are hoping that there's guys out there that aren't thinking like that, but
Yeah,
I think
right.
they're fucking wrong.
Yeah,
And if they honestly truly believe that up until the point they're blindsided with like this person pulling a move or saying something to them, then they're fucking idiots.
yeah,
And they need to go take an IQ test because, you know, they're dumb. Like completely gullible, and you know, like, and it's gonna work. You know what I mean? Like it could work. Because they're giving this guy time, and then all of a sudden, you know, like there's a monkey branch happening.
yeah.
So, I just really want to get into the mind of a monkey brancher because I've never been, I've never monkey branched personally.
Okay.
But Dimes, Moves, have you ever committed the act of monkey branching?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so, like, I'm just personally interested because I personally think that you need to end one before you get into the next one.
I agree.
Because you might be dragging some of the old shit into the new one, right? That I just like. I'm not saying, you know, take a fucking 5 years and become a monk. I'm just saying take time at least to, like, you know.
Well, yeah.
What the hell went wrong with that one, so I don't bring it
Well,
to the next one.
Yeah.
So what was
But that's
going
probably
through your-
comes like with what Move said. Immaturity. Like I was young, right? So,
right.
but I monkey branched because I just really liked the chick. And my previous
chick,
chick, yeah, and my previous chick,
Yeah.
it just wasn't working out. Like there was a long distance issue,
Mm-hmm.
and it just wasn't working out, right? So I just made the move.
So
Yeah, but you did but you had something lined up, or it was over and then it was like you moved on.
It was okay. Actually, it wasn't really in your definition, special.
Yes,
Okay,
yes.
I guess it wasn't really a monkey branch because it was like probably a week and a half of being single. So, but
That's the thing.
I don't know.
like it depends how technical you're getting.
I've had this talk before where it's like, and this is a different kind of thing. Like we could do another whole podcast on it. Is like
Yeah.
how long do you wait, right, after a breakup to make it like socially acceptable and not look like a fucking asshole, or you know, for a girl to, you know, get called out as, you know, like a fucking whore. Because like, I mean,
2 weeks.
but no, really, like in how many months or years? Like, you know what I mean? Some people are like, it doesn't matter, and then other people say like, well, for every year it should be a month.
No, fuck
And
that.
it's
2
like,
weeks.
Okay, like I get that, because, but no, realistically, like if it's a long term thing, I think it should be something like that. You should be like, if you're in a 5-year relationship with somebody, you should probably take 5 months off.
Yeah.
And maybe just fucking go get a haircut. You know, I know girls, like, after a fucking breakup, you have like a nervous breakdown or something, you fuck go shave your goddamn heads, like, you know, Britney Spears or whatever. Or a haircut's coming in, and all of a sudden it's fucking, you know, blonde, and you were brunette for fucking 20 years. But yeah, I think that there's time that's needed because the next person is going to get short shafted because you're not ready. Nobody's ready. You know, there's too much shit going on.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
I buy
That's-
I buy leather coats after breakups.
But that's a mentality I recently adopted, though, to take time to like improve myself instead of just jumping into the next one.
yeah.
I think that's
I
important.
think your mentality has to chill for a bit.
Yeah,
like
it's important.
You got to hit the reset button because
Yeah.
you know, not only are you accustomed to a certain person, but you're now programmed their personality and everything, and to like change it up so fast to somebody else. Like, I don't know if that's healthy, but yeah, I did the thing when I was young, you know what I mean? And like, I wouldn't even say like it was, I guess it was, but partially it was more like, but the girl I ended up dating, I dated for like a while. I mean, she was fucking nuts, but like it was on and off for a bunch of years, but she wasn't interested. I was interested in her and she wasn't interested in me. And then I met one of her friends, and then me and her friend started kind of dating. We weren't together, but we started hanging out. And and did that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And then, well, that leads to another topic altogether, because then the girl I was interested in, she comes around and she didn't like any of that. And now I'm not calling her. I'm not coming around. I don't want to hang out because I'm now seeing her friend, right? Like,
Yeah.
I've got plans on a Friday. I'm not going to go and just, meet her for a drink. And then so basically she came around, and then I kind of went over to her because she was my original person, right? And the other one I'd only basically gone on a few dates with and messed around a little bit, but I went to the other one. However, and I feel bad now in hindsight, I mean, that was an on and off rocky relationship and whatever. I mean, there was good times and bad, but I mean, I'm pretty sure her and her friend, that ended that friendship, obviously. Right, because I stopped talking to the friend, and
but you strategically monkey branched that, like you
wasn't
were like,
strategic.
No, or just like
it was just like the person that I had an interest in kind of let it be known that she wasn't interested in me by going out on other dates, right? Like with other guys, and then I found out, and we were just friends at that time. Like, I'm just being cool and whatever, having beers, and she's telling me about it, and I'm like, well, and she basically didn't want to date me. So then I met a friend of hers, and then it was on. I was like, okay, well,
That kind of seems just
available.
natural. Like, it just naturally happened, right?
Yeah, well, I mean, and then she came back around and was like, she pursued me, and then I was cool with that. And then I went over there, and I stopped seeing the friend, and then they had an argument, and it ended. Like, their friendship ended. But I don't know if I was wrong. I think maybe
Everyone's wrong. How about that?
I think we were all. Well,
Yeah.
I think the friend wasn't, but I think I was wrong. I think the girl that I ended up dating, she was probably in the wrong. I mean, that's a whole nother story about her, and like, we'll talk about her eventually, because what a fucking nightmare. You guys will have fucking nightmares. But I'm sure girls out there are like, okay, you were an asshole, and I'm like, yeah, I probably was an asshole, but you know what? Look at what was happening in that friend zone for girls, right? Look at the claws coming out there, ladies.
yeah.
But like, so there was a monkey branch there. But that's the thing. I never really did it. Like, it was like, if I was dating somebody, I'm dating somebody. If I'm with somebody, like girlfriend, I wasn't doing that. Dating's different. Like, if you're just seeing or talking or whatever the fuck people want to call it now, you know what I mean?
Casual dating.
Yeah, casual here and there.
I think, I don't know. Personally, like, my perspective now, I don't really support monkey branching at all.
Okay.
And but I think it's happening a lot, though.
I don't think this podcast is sponsored by Monkey Branch.
So you don't condone it.
No.
But you know what happens, and sometimes, like Mr. Moose was saying, it sometimes can lead to an actual successful relationship.
Yeah, like, I just think, okay, maybe some of us have monkey branched in the past, okay, and it's a learning experience, right?
Yeah.
Maybe you learn from it. Okay, great. But I think some people intentionally do it all the time.
Yeah.
And when you start abusing that mentality, I think that's a problem.
So you become a serial monkey brancher.
I think that's a problem.
Yeah, or a serial dater, I guess. Like, I know girls that do that.
They're serial daters?
Yeah, they're serial monkey branchers or whatever, and like, yeah, and they're moving from guy to guy or whatever.
But
like, maybe they date for a little while, but then it's like, yeah, 1 foot out the door, and they've already and they're in another relationship like 2 weeks later.
But here's the thing. Here's the thing about that perspective. Do you put more value into a girl if she's had multiple relationships, or she's been a prude, basically? Like, she's had none. Like to be honest, the types of girl that you're gonna go for, a girl that's been in a lot of relationships, or she's only been in one. What are the questions going through your mind when
I
you
would
hear that
rather I would rather date a chick that's been with the same guy for 3 years
yeah.
than a chick that's been on like several dates for 3 years. Like I'm talking about.
No, I'm not saying dates, but let's
what do
say like, would you rather date a girl? Let's say I'm gonna give you two.
Okay,
girls.
listen. If a girl is fucking one guy
Yes.
for 3 years,
Yes.
I will take her over a girl that's fucked like 10 in the 3 years.
In the 3 years.
I would rather take that chick because she just seems more solid to me.
Okay, fair enough. But let me paint you a different picture. What about a girl who dated one guy for 10 years and then didn't date for about 5 years versus a girl who's had 3, took maybe a bit of a break, then had a 2-year stretch, took a break, then had like a couple of strings, like basically had a more shaky relationship. Which one are you picking?
I still think I choose the one who's been with the guy for a long period of time. That just, to me, that just shows like she's a solid chick. She's got,
Yeah, but the question begs, why she been single for 5 years?
maybe she's taking time to improve herself, man. This is a hypothetical situation,
Fair
but
enough.
I would take the chick that's been solid to one guy.
How the fuck do you know that? Like, if you meet a girl,
Yeah.
or if you meet somebody, chances are your dating history isn't up front. Like, I mean, like, I think that the immediate history comes out, like, with the whole, well, why are you single? Like, what's up with that? You seem like a good catch or whatever.
Yeah.
And then, that, oh, well, no, I was in a relationship for like 2 years and then it just ended like a month ago, and now I'm just single and doing that, where I'm like, okay, cool. I'm not like, and what did you do before that? And what did you do before that? Can you fill out these forms? Like, I know, like,
But are you
just
ever
met
gonna
this
know-
person in
yeah.
a loud bar or something, and I'm trying to get some feedback here.
Are they ever going to tell the truth, though?
Well,
I think so. Like, why?
depends on
why?
depends on the.
Well, if they do, let's assume they do. And
Okay, but how many people, and I know a couple of guys and girls mainly, that, like, you say relationships, right? You say you would like to go for that girl, or you're more open if you found out, like, oh, she had like a 3-year relationship and then she was single for a while.
Yeah.
And then she had another, 2-year relationship and now she's single, and now you're the next contestant. That's great, man. I know some people, and how many get single and then it's time for them to have fun. And it's now the girlfriends are taking them out, and now they're having fun, and they're like, oh, he's cute. Like, I've been locked up in a relationship for 3 years, and now they're just making out with randoms at the club, or at the bar, or his friend's cute, and then all of a sudden boom, and now they're having a great time in between, right?
Yeah.
And who knows what the fuck they're doing?
well, that's what I'm saying.
And do they
You
even
don't-
count those? Like,
That's what I'm
'cause I know
saying. Some girls, they
They're
don't
like,
count,
No,
yeah.
he doesn't count because he was just
Yeah.
once, and he was just a good time.
That's
and
messed
I was
up.
really drunk. And I said,
Yeah,
fuck it, you
yeah.
know what? I was in a relationship and I got out, and he doesn't count.
Listen,
and it's like,
listen.
he fucking counts.
Exactly,
Like, what are you talking
exactly.
about?
Sometimes they don't count things. Like my buddy was telling me.
Sometimes they
My
don't
buddy was
count
telling me. Listen, my buddy was telling me.
Hand
okay?
jobs, blow jobs. Depends.
My buddy was telling me that he was dating this chick for a short period of time, and
Mhm.
she was saying that he was saying that she wanted to remain a virgin for her husband, but he was slamming her in the ass.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like,
Okay.
you know what I mean? Like they don't count certain things. Like, how are you going to know the truth?
Well, okay, so she's fucked up.
Yeah, that's clearly
Like, that person is
Okay,
not
that's
going to
an
be.
that
like,
might be an
or misinformed.
that-
She could be misinformed. Maybe her religion says that because some religions might be like,
Okay, but that's besides the point. The point is that maybe they're not counting certain things. They're leaving it out, and how will you know?
I think that person, there's a problem there.
Okay, that could be an extreme
Mentally.
example. That could be an extreme example, but like you said, going to the club, hooking up with a guy, whatever.
yeah.
Maybe they're not going to tell you that because in their mind it didn't count.
Well, I think they can I think anybody can validate anything at any time, right? And like, but on the flip side, like how many girls that slapped around, or even guys, whatever. But I'm going to say girls because guys are guys.
Yeah.
And well, now girls are guys, but whatever.
yeah.
But like back with experience, like younger and everything, and girls from way back in the day, the ones that were really getting around, fuck, they're not on social media, man. Like, they're not. They're gone. And, like, they're not on Facebook. Like, there's a reason, right? Because of their past. And now they're with somebody. And they made a life. They're not like that anymore, obviously. Like, they've settled their shit down, and they're, like, good people. Like, but their past was so that way that there's just, like, the pool of their friends from way back. Like, that's what they're known for. And
yeah, but like, do you want
like they cut that off, right? Like,
they cut it off, but look at the sacrifice they have to make. They have to stay off all these social media platforms. Do you want to live like that?
They probably also don't want to be harassed or be like, "Hey, remember that time you blew 5 guys at that party?"
Yeah.
Like, you know,
or ghosts. They probably don't want the ghosts of the past coming back, right? So that's a smart move, right?
It's a smart move, but
okay. So I want to know, Dimes, today. Let us say a lady comes up to you. Great personality, great body. She's a dime. And all of a sudden, she says that, you know what? I'll be honest with you. I haven't really taken breaks between relationships. I tend to get into one from another. Are you still dating that girl? She's a great girl. Like, you click with her. It's just
so.
How do you know?
It depends. Honestly, I would probably have to see how many guys, like how many relationships. Because you're saying she doesn't take a break, so she just goes guy after guy after guy.
Yes.
It depends how many guys it's been. You know what I mean? Like, I gotta know if she's been with, like.
How are you gonna find out?
No, because you're telling me.
Yeah, she says. Okay, so are you saying that there's now a minimum, maximum?
Listen, I'm just saying if there's a large volume of guys, then there's a chance that she could just put me in that list. Put me,
Okay, so
and there's a very good chance you're gonna fall in that list, man. Because, like, what do you think? It's gonna be forever?
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, so what kind of picture are you painting here? Like,
no, but this is the thing. This goes back to what you're getting into.
Yeah. Okay. No. What I want to know is because so far what we're painting is that these monkey branchers, they're out there, right? And you're eventually going to date one of them. The question is, can these monkey branchers eventually? Because Moves is painting a picture that these monkey branchers do eventually find love. They do eventually find the one that they're supposed to be with. It just took them a whole bunch of.
I think it's part of it is mentality. Like, you grow up in a way, right? And
right.
You're going to grow up, and they're going to be like, all guys are kind of the same in some ways.
Listen.
And blah blah blah.
Yeah.
And they're just going to be like, okay, I don't need to. And they get smarter. Maybe they're not immature anymore. And, like, those are the ones that probably might settle. But then others are going to be destined for turmoil forever because they're just fucked.
And personally, like, I know there are monkey branchers out there.
Yeah.
But personally,
yeah,
I know really great girls who are not about that at all.
Okay.
Those are the types of girls I would go after.
Oh, I get that. But
I know you're saying monkey branchers, they can find love, eventually.
So, yeah.
But I wouldn't go for that. I would go for the type of girl that is not like that. And they're few and far between, but I'd still try to go for that.
So basically what you're saying is if a girl has a history of serial dating, aka monkey branching, she's off your list.
Yeah.
She's off your list.
Yeah. But you wouldn't know.
Yeah, exactly. But that's the problem. Exactly.
But
we're just assuming I know.
No, up front.
We're just assuming.
Because the thing is that, and this is like the same shit as the Tinder bull crap, is that if that's the pool they swim in, you got to be prepared to be in that pool.
Exactly.
Like,
exactly.
If you're willing to take it off and get in.
Exactly. Like,
be expected.
I'm leaving, I'm leaving that pool of people just alone. Like, that's not for me.
Here's the thing I want to know.
But sometimes you don't know, man. Sometimes you don't know. Sometimes you'd have no idea, right? Like,
I feel
you just get caught up in it, and then all of a sudden you're part of this, and it's like, oh fuck.
I feel like
it happens.
Yeah,
and,
I know. I know it could happen.
But then people get pissed, and you can't blame anybody because that's who they are.
Yeah,
that's who they are. They just won't settle down, and they just fucking keep doing it. And you got involved, and then they're gonna do it to you. And then chances are they're going to do it to the next guy.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like, I really think it boils down to the type of chick. Like, and I've realized this within, like, the past couple of months. It's the type of chick, for me personally.
Yeah. I just feel like you're really alienating a section of the female dating populace.
Yeah, it's a large section, I know.
Because here's my theory on that is that these monkey branchers, they're eventually going to land somebody. They're eventually going to end up with somebody and, eventually disappear off social media, as Moves has said. My thing is,
Maybe not now. I'm talking about once you did it back in the day.
fair enough. But I think what's going to happen is that these monkey branchers do find love. I just think that it's not fair to eliminate them because, listen, she might.
You say that, but if he's gone through it, he doesn't want to deal with it again.
No, I get that, but I'm just saying. Listen, what if a girl has slept with 99 guys and maybe Mr. 100 is the right guy, and you're 100?
Buddy, it's not for me. That's just me. You know what I'm saying? Like that's me. That's my.
But she could be the one.
Maybe she could be. It depends. Maybe if I get this really crazy
she could
bond,
be the one that's cool with the blackout mode.
Yeah. You know what I mean? But listen.
Yeah. So
I kind of just alienate that whole type of mentality because I just don't agree with it.
Okay.
Do you know what I'm saying? And if that means I gotta be single for a long time,
yeah,
I'm gonna be single for a long time because I'm not settling for that. It's just not for me.
But it's not settling. You're saying it's settling.
To me, it's settling, dude.
No, it's basically accepting a person for who they are. They monkey branch.
Well,
they monkey branch.
Yeah, but you don't know what they're doing. You don't know, man. You don't know what their deal is, and if they're telling you they're like,
you can tell by the person's character, though. Okay. You can kind of tell.
I don't think.
But
I don't know.
What if you do know? For instance, look at celebrities. Celebrities that date each other, they know their past exes because they're probably in the same business.
Celebrities are a bad example.
Listen,
but I mean, I get it because everybody knows them and their lives are public.
Like, look at George Clooney. A string of women. But he got married. He found love. I'm just saying.
Did he knock her up then get married? I don't know how that worked, but he also got older. You know what I mean? So
it's a mature. So it's now.
No, I mean he could be like Jack. He could be like, I don't know, these old time actors that like Jack. Did Jack Nicholson ever get married?
I think maybe once.
Think so,
I think something.
Niro, Pacino. I don't know. Are these guys married? I don't know if they are. Yeah. But celebrities are fucked up people, man. Because I like movies and TV, but these people their lives are love me, watch me. And they all date each other, so they're dating within their own pool.
Yeah,
it's the ones that you see, and maybe Clooney's different. I don't think his wife is a celebrity. Well, she is now because of him, but I think the people that date normal people, those are the ones that you see their marriages last forever. They're together 25,
that's what I like,
40 years or 30 years or whatever. And they have kids and and they stay together. And maybe they get divorced, like a lot of people, as the kids, get older and then they grow apart. Whatever, who the fuck knows? But those marriages seem to last, man. But the ones that are Hollywood, A-list versus A-list stars, they get married because they're both hot A-listers. Are any of them surviving, or do they get married to fanfare and everybody's fucking picking up all those things?
Exactly.
At the grocery store, going, "Oh my god, they're getting together. Yeah. That's so great. They're gonna have beautiful babies," and then they do, and then it's over.
Yeah, and that's
how pissed was Jennifer Aniston? You know what I mean? Just to bring that fucking mess up, and then look what happened on the flip side there. Who got the better deal? I guess she did, right?
Yeah.
Look at the mess Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie ended up in.
Yeah.
And
you still got a decade in? But then that can't be successful for Hollywood. A decade in, that's. I don't know. It depends how you measure success.
I'd like to talk to him. It's funny. I'd like to talk to him 10 years ago and be like,
is it worth it?
That moment when he was like, I'm gonna do this monkey, because I think he monkey branched.
Mr. and Mrs. Smith. He definitely monkey branched. So I guess he's living proof that.
But if I could go back and ask him and be like, hey man, so. You're gonna do this, but you ready to adopt 10 kids? Is this what you want? Are you good for her, good for him, whatever?
Yeah.
But going in, or you if you knew that if you could show him today where that was gonna go, I don't know. I don't know if that would be.
He got 10 years out of it. Whether he I'm assuming there were good moments, but you got 10 years out of it, right? So, and that's the thing. See, he didn't.
Well,
I don't know.
Great in Mr. and Mrs. Smith. I hate that movie, but
Yeah, but I want to know. So the final verdict, Dimes. Do you condone the act of monkey branching, and would you ever date a monkey brancher?
I don't condone it, and I wouldn't. But we're talking about serial monkey branchers. If they have a past of doing it, definitely not. If it was like a one-time thing, kind of like a learn.
No, it can't be a one-time thing. It's basically it's a stretch or not. They've had to stretch.
No, like I said, I've done it in the past, but it was once, and I was really young.
And you'll never.
And it was and it was a
never do it
lesson
again.
Yeah, I would never do it again. It's a lesson learned.
Okay.
But if it's a habit, and they're continually doing it, definitely not.
I don't know to you. Moves. Do you condone monkey branching? And would you ever? I mean, would you ever mess with a monkey brancher?
I don't condone it outright, but I think like there's scenarios where maybe I'd be like, you know, girls who dating a fucking jerk, like some abusive boyfriend or whatever bullshit, where you know, like maybe she meets a nice guy and he's like, you need to get out of that, you know, and then they develop something, and then like, and then she can like leave him and like kind of go to him, and like, you know, there's that kind of, you know, movement that I can see why that would happen in that situation. And then I'm like, well, you know, fuck, like the guy's a prick. The first guy's a prick, so fuck him, you know. But like, I mean, if it's a common relationships for common people, everyday bullshit, like, you know, where everybody's putting their best foot forward, then no, treat your relationship like a fucking Band-Aid. And if you don't want it, rip it off, get it over with, and move on, and let them move on, and don't fuck around, you know, like. It's a lot easier like that because, you know, there's some respect there too, right? Like, you want to torture somebody or treat somebody like shit right after, like, you know, do what you're gonna do. But like I said, I think people that are immature, they just can't figure it out. Like they're
fair enough. I'm on my opinion on it is I don't condone monkey branching because I think a respectful relationship does deserve at least, you know. Like, if it is gonna die, just rip it off like a Band-Aid. And before you get into a new one, you know, you gotta learn your lessons from the old one, because then you're doomed to repeat it. That being said, I would date a serial monkey brancher. I would. And the reason why is, at the end of the day, I believe this whole love and relationship, I think it's fluid. And you know what? A girl can have 99 guys. But if I'm Mr. 100 and I'm the right guy...
I disagree, but okay.
I hear you.
I give everybody a shot. I think just like Trump, everybody gets a benefit of the doubt. Whether they fuck it up or not, that's to be determined. But I think everybody deserves one shot. One shot. Listen,
you said they had 99. Oh, you want your one?
I want my one shot. I want my one shot.
So you'd be Mr. 100.
I'd be Mr. 100 if I'm the right one.
I'm totally opposite. I would not.
Fair enough.
I would
okay,
not.
So
I don't know, but. I hear you. It's just,
I get it. I understand. Everyone deserves a chance. I understand.
I just give him a chance.
As somebody who knows you, if you were going to get involved in that situation and you were talking to us about it,
listen,
you know, there's this girl and you had this info and you're like, she dated a lot of guys, you know, whatever. Not that you would have that info up front, because that shit doesn't just like, it's not like a fucking,
I know.
Like, it's not,
you'll never know.
Driver's license. Like, oh, I see you've got lots of exes.
Yeah.
You know, like, oh,
the thing is,
crazy. I would just tell you,
be careful.
You know, it could happen, and if it does, just you can't freak out about it because you knew. Going in,
it's a whole other topic. This could be a whole other topic, Kev.
Yeah, no, and that's the thing. I'm wiser now, so that if I did deal with a monkey brancher, that I know the realities of it. It's gambling. It's the chances are I probably
was she riding the cock carousel? Probably
she was, and I'm willing to be a part of that carousel. Only because I do believe that you know, love comes from anywhere, you know. And on that note, that wraps up monkey branch theory. And well,
unless when something pops into my fucking head or his head, and we were like, oh no,
we'll see.
Because I know there's people that are gonna hear this probably, and they're gonna agree with us. There's other people are gonna be like, well, you know, I don't fucking agree with any of this, and I can do whatever the fuck I want to do because I'm my own fucking person. I'd be like, you know, all right, great. Like, fuck you. Like, so, you know, you're going to fucking damage a lot of people along the way.
So if you're one of those people, though, you can definitely get us at the other guys' podcasts at gmail.com, or we're on Twitter. We're on Twitter as well as the other guys pod, or on SoundCloud, because I know they got a comment section there, or even iTunes. We're on iTunes. We're everywhere. We're eventually going to get everywhere. So on that note, that's episode 2 in the can.
Great discussion, boys.
That's right. Yeah, let's crack a few ones and talk about being Mr. 100.